Well, the future of building is here. We're taking a little tour around the very first 3D printed community.
Yeah, Ashley Williams is in Olivehurst this morning giving us that tour. Hey, Ashley.
This is incredible. You just mentioned it, guys. This is the future of home building. Imagine this. Half the cost, a quarter of the time. This is, as you just said, the first code-compliant 3D printed housing community on the West Coast. It's incredible, and it's really cool to kind of see the first home being built. This is Nan Lynn. Good to see you. Good morning.
What's going on, Ashley? How's it going, everyone?
This is so cool. So we're obviously at the construction site, and we're watching this in real time.
Right.
A printer building a house. Please explain this.
Yeah, so this is a 3D printer, and essentially it's printing a house. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
It's made out of concrete, and without red tape, we can print a whole house in about 3 to 5 days. With all the red tape, with all the learning curves on the very first one, we're looking at 2 to 3 months.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It really is such a really cool process, which we'll take a deeper dive into the technology behind it. I do want to show you guys some renderings. So you're seeing this from the outside live, but let's show you guys these photos. Do you guys do everything? I mean, it's turnkey, right? So, I mean, from the shell to the inside to electrical to plumbing, you do it all.
So if we have somebody that wants us to help them build a home, we would share with them our contacts, our architects, structural engineers, help them design everything, and then we would build everything from ground up all the way to a finished product, turnkey home for them.
It's great. Okay, so I want to talk about why this matters in California. You know, we talk about wildfire season. We've seen tragic situations where homes are burned to the ground.
Yeah.
So for you guys, why is this going to make a difference in California?
You know, this technology has been around for a very long time, and the application of this technology now is more important than ever. These homes are fire resistant, earthquake resistant, pest, mold, water resistant. I mean, these will have metal roofs on top.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about application in places where it's prone to fire, this is it. And it's quick to build and it's efficient. There's no waste, little to no waste.
So again, this is an Olivehurst. How many bones? How many homes will be built on this property?
Yeah, so for this first property, we're doing a trial run. Essentially, we want a proof of concept. So we're doing 5 here, and then we have 16 lined up in Sacramento.
Yeah. A question I had, Court and John for Nan a little bit earlier was, if somebody's watching right now and they said, hey, we unfortunately lost our home because of a wildfire, we still own the property, but there's not a house standing, can they call you and say, hey, come build a home on my property?
I would love to help some of these fire victims to restore their home or to build a new home for them. They contact us. We get our architects involved, structural engineers involved. We help them create a new home or design a new home, and then we'll build it for them from ground up.
Yeah, I mean, this has not been an easy thing to start, I know, but the manufacturer, I mean, there's a lot of partners and people behind it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people behind this. As you guys can see on the gantry itself, on the 3D printer, SQ4D is the manufacturer of the 3D printer. They're based out of New York. And then the design of the homes is from Endemic Architecture. And then the structural engineer is Hewitt Consulting. And for us, we're Fortify, we're the developers, and we own the machine, yeah.
Congratulations. It's really cool, guys. The first on the West Coast, and it's in Olivehurst. So imagine several of these homes on one property, a 3D printed home community. The future of home building as the train goes by. We'll toss it back over to you.
That is really, really cool. Thank you, Ashley.
The future of building is here. Now your next home might be 3D printed.
Yeah, let's check back in with Ashley Williams, who is giving us a little tour of a 3D printed community. Hey, Ashley.
Yeah, I'm kind of turning into an expert. I might as well just be on their staff at this point. It is really cool and so smart. It really is the future of home building. I keep saying this, but imagine this, you're building a home half the time, a quarter of the cost. I want to bring in Nan for those who are just tuning in. Tell us what's happening in Olivehurst.
Yeah, we're actually building the first 3D printed housing community here in California, West Coast actually.
It's really cool. And obviously we'll get to the technology piece here in a moment. Tell me just about the construction piece of this and just maybe the time and cost commitment that would go into that.
Yeah, if you look at the walls took us about 2.5 days. And if you're talking about the cost to a contractor, right now, because we're still going through training and we're still dialing everything in, it will cost us anywhere between $160 to $200 a square feet. However, in New York, they've gotten it sub 150s,
Got it.
which is
Okay.
miracle in the construction
I
world.
want to show pictures really fast. As we show these pictures, a home like this, Nan, would go for how much?
So here in Olivehurst, California, this home right here will go anywhere between $325,000 to $375,000.
Yeah, and it's important to California. Why?
It's very important because these are fire resilience, water, wind, mold, earthquake resilience. I mean, they will have metal roofing. These will last 100 years.
Yeah.
You're talking about a solid structure.
Really great. And as we come back out here live, I want to bring in Kristen. Kristen, I'm going to say you're the brains behind all of this. You're going to kind of break down the technology piece. Grass is over there, but I kind of want to start with the mixture, the concrete mixture first.
Yeah. So we mix concrete and do the pumping all in one operation. We take cement, sand, and water, mix it through the volumetric mixer. That goes into the pump. It's pumped through hosing right on over to the nozzle where the concrete is coming out.
Great. This is actually perfect timing to walk over to the home and this 3D printer. As we're walking a little bit closer, kind of break down the printing for me.
Yeah, so we actually use what's called a tangential nozzle in order to get these rectangular beads. We take the architectural 2D plans, turn them into 3D plans, and then convert that into code that the machine just follows and goes around layer by layer to print the house.
And how long will it take to complete this house?
Just in a matter of weeks, we should be up to the roof height, and after that, we'll install the roof and do all the normal finishing processes that you would with any new construction.
Yeah, I mean, Nan kind of broke it down also, but you guys are doing this in New York. You're from New York, you're living in New York. This is the biggest, this is the only on the West Coast, but obviously this is something we're starting to see around the country.
Yep, starting to pop up everywhere, and especially in areas where you have to worry about fire and all sorts of natural disasters. These homes are really resilient. We're using 9,000 PSI concrete, plenty of rebar. These things aren't going anywhere. Fireproof, pest-proof, mold-proof.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
Yeah, and of course, I'm like looking at this kind of the shell of this home, and I'm like, okay, as the interior designer in my mind, or that I think I am, where's my couch? What's the decor looking like? It's really cool. Nan, if people want to get some more information, what's a good website for them to do so?
Yeah, you can find us on fortify.com. That's number 4, DIFY.com.
Yeah.
And also you can look at our YouTube. Yeah, here you go.
Oh, that's
Fortify.
perfect. Fortify.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how we do a segment called Selling Sacramento? Welcome to my home.
Building
Do you see the
Sacramento.
vision?
Build-
You
yeah.
have to see the vision, though, for this to make sense.
Building
Yeah.
Sacramento. It's the next foray.